Hi Quant family, it's Louis Crypto here. I hope you're all well. We're going to be looking at what Quant is doing today after this bullish pump on the daily time frame. However, we must understand that it is running into some resistance, so we'll look at those areas, whether you want to short or just look for bearish divergences or whatever it is at those key levels. But before we do so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this update. Otherwise, please do enjoy. Now, this was already brought to my attention earlier today. Some people were questioning that whether this was a bullish engulfing. Now, we still have 9 hours left, but if we do close as is, we do have a bullish engulfing pattern. That is great. But I already mentioned in the Discord community, if we head over there right now, that yes, we have new 1 hour bullish divergence. So this is the one that we were talking about last week, which we saw a very nice pump off of, and I said as long as we maintain this, we're going to have another chance of coming back up to the resistance, which we saw over here. Then we came back down over the weekend, forming another bullish divergence where we're seeing price declining but momentum coming back up. And yeah, it's the same over here, momentum coming back up. And so these are bullish tradable opportunities, yeah, for some buys essentially. But you can see over here coming into potential resistance on the 1 hour, and over here on the 4 hour time frame some potential resistance. We also found on the daily time frame. Over here we can see, if we're gonna just head back to the chart quickly, that when we were coming up, I think it was somewhere over here, we could see that this was once a bottom for a daily candle, and we've also got wicks to the upside over here. And so you would essentially think that this over here would have been once support, and so you can see us being held up, and then there's some resistance above us as well, but we see that we lost that area of support, coming back up to it as resistance. So that's why this was an area of interest for me also in the Discord community. So this is where you're just going to get a lot of content out early, and yeah, all of these people are either past students of mine or just like you, just wanted to join the Discord community, see how it is. We can also see over here that we were running into that golden pocket, so potential areas for shorting if we're seeing bearish divergences or yeah, any bearish patterns from this point, whether it's candlesticks or chart patterns. So we were seeing some bearish divergence on the lower time frames, like the 15-minute and the 30-minute, and we were just placing some fibs to see if we were just ignoring the moving averages, if we were measuring this whole entire pump, just finding out where Quant could actually dump down to. And we saw the bearish divergence, just basically disagreements where we see price continuing high where the momentum is dying down, and the same thing on the 30-minute where the price is coming up while the momentum is coming down. Can you see how this point is lower than that, whereas if I go up, you can see that this point is higher than that. So we're seeing those disagreements, and this is why from about $92, just slightly above that point, we were saying we were just questioning whether this could actually lead to Quant actually dumping down. So we're going to look into that today. So yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. So you're on the daily, as we said already, we're running into this previous support over here now as resistance, so we need to wait for that daily candle close, although it would be a bullish divergence. If we now head over to the, let's just go to the 1 hour time frame, because it's just giving us a whole bunch of candles over here, we can see that this area again, which was once support, is acting as resistance as of now. Things can of course change. We're just looking for those signals on the lower time frames in and around this area. But if we go from the top to the bottom down over here, we can also see that this so happens to be the golden pocket, nicely in line with that daily time frame support slash resistance that we're drawing. So yeah, we're looking for those sell signals over here, and we are getting that over here on this 618.65 over here, 92.3 to 92.5. With this wick rejection to the top, wicks to the top, it wants to drop, especially when it's at resistance, and we see that to the left over here. Guys, if you are finding value and or don't understand what is going on but want to learn how to do so, click the links in the description down below. Take action on the course, whether that's with me or a different YouTuber. Technical analysis is so key to find out where the market is headed to next, as well as giving you those exact points of entries and exits. So this could be potential short right now if we do continue to hold below this point. But in the Discord community, if you are a student or a member, you would know by now that with the Fibonacci's there are two paths, and the path that it really should take is one to the downside from this point, but the invalidation of the sell trade would be a pump above this golden pocket, flipping it into support. So we are always prepared for the opposite direction essentially, because we know that the fibs are basically giving us these levels above in case it doesn't follow the path that it should and it goes on the reverse wave path. Right now we're still in a fib retracement up to the golden pocket, which we've now done. So retracement complete. We're now looking for that continuation of the trend. And how do we know what that trend is? The trend is decided by that big push that you're measuring. So big push down followed by retracement, then continuation. You can of course invalidate this, and again, as I just mentioned, that would be invalidation of that short trade. And basically, when you're setting a stop loss for a trade, we want to be putting it above this point over here, as that would be above the golden pocket and above the invalidation point, or it is the invalidation point of the sell trade. Again, that would be the fib retracement. So retracing into here, looking for continuation lower. Invalidation would be the reversal wave being created, and that is why we'd put our stop loss above this point. So yeah, basically continue to hold this as resistance, and we will come back lower essentially. So let's just look at those divergences now on the 30-minute time frame over here. So we got that lower highs over here, but followed by higher highs over here. And then on the 15-minute time frame, we're seeing the same thing again, higher highs, but on the lower on the momentum waves, we've got lower momentum essentially dying. So lower highs followed by higher highs. This is a bearish divergence at key level of resistance, so this is of interest for us. Of course, this can all go wrong. I've just explained that's why we'd have our stop loss above this point, which would be the invalidation of this short trade. So come up to here, and Quant is now on a different path to the upside, where we could be looking for Quant to head up to 94 and $94, and a break of this range over here that we are trapped between would actually send us a lot higher to about, well, I say a lot, but on the low time frames it looks like a lot, $95 to $96. Yeah, if we do go ahead and break through this point. But as of now, that is not the path that really should happen, if of course can. So that's why we're ready for the invalidation of this sell analysis, or sell bias as of now. If price does continue on this bearish path, as these are the essential signals that we are getting as of now, again just showing you the path. If we do go ahead and invalidate, that means we'll return back up to the range high. But if I'm just going to now go from the low over here up to where we are now, well, the top, and if I just get rid of these fibs, because we've already marked out where we are currently rejecting, we can see, and this is the 15-minute, but it really doesn't matter. We can see where this golden pocket is sitting. So this would be an area of where we could be coming back down to if this all does actually play out. Again, we can invalidate it just like that. And that's why the fibs do prepare you for another path. Equally, this would be your target down here between these golden lines, but it's already showing you targets to the downside just in case that doesn't hold. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you want me to teach you this in-depth detail, the best thing to do is sit down with me over a 5 to 10 hour period. That's going to be 5 1-to-1 1 hour sessions, or 10 1-to-1 hour 1 hour sessions. Just hit the link in the description down below. I will also throw in the course as well as 3 months free in the Discord community, so you'll be able to take part not only in those 5 to 10 hours of personal calls, but also 2 hours worth of weekly group calls as a group. So we're all learning together. Everyone's bringing their points. Any fundamental analysis or technicals, we will be looking at that in there. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Again, links are in the description below, whether you just want to join the chat anyway or get those 3 months free, whether that's through the course or the mentorship. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment, and peace.